Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, all the praises and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the mankind and all that exists. And may peace and blessings be upon our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and upon his family and companions. A very good afternoon and good morning to distinguished professors and speaker, and also dear colleagues and students. Sorry for interrupting your weekend right now, but I guess it is of my great pleasure to welcome you to this public lecture of the FSMVU-UII Joint Studio course in the event semester or spring semester academic year 2020-2021. As you may already know, my name is Leah. I will be your host for this event. And then to start this public lecture, let's recite Basmalah all together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hopefully all of us will be blessed and all of the activity that we have in this public lecture get blessed too. So as you may informed before, in this public lecture titled Communicating Ideas, Hypermodelling and Prototyping, we will hear presentation from our invited speaker, Mr. AR, Architect Achmad Irsan Iqbal, SRs, IAI, from BIM Centre of Excellence, Universitas Islam Indonesia. So, without any longer, I would like to invite Mr. Architect Achmad Irsan Iqbal, SRs, IAI, to give his lecture. Please, Mr. Ahmad, the screen is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bu Leah.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Hello, all faculty member and a very energetic student in the Turkish night. Yeah, I think
it's still morning.
Oh, still morning.
9.
Oh, 9.
9 a.m. Yeah.
9 a.m. Not 9 p.m. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Well. Let me share the screen. Yes. Okay. Does anybody see the screen? Sorry.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Okay. Try to present it. Okay. Bismillah. Well, I would say this is a sharing session, actually not a public lecture. Well, maybe on our sharing session will be dominated by the 80% demo, yeah, gitu, rather than a theory or something kind like that. So I just want to share kind of like sort of best practice of using the hypermodeling and how to produce prototyping in architectural design, actually. Okay, well, of course, we will begin at a very simple and fundamental theory about the communicating ideas. Let's see this. Well, my name is Achmad Irsan, and you can call me Irsan. That is my email. If you want to more get in touch with me to discuss a lot of things. I have an architect background, and also as a BIM manager, and also as an instructor. And then my focus in this, I have a focus in BIM development, also generative design, programming, especially for Python and C++. And then I also very enthusiastic with AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, supervised learning, actually. So I try to connect it, machine learning into the architecture design. Okay, short about me, and then let's see. Let's begin in the what is communication? This is a generally definition. Communication is simply the act of transferring information from the one place, person or group to another. So there is a sender and also message, and also there is a recipient. Without that component, it would be appear some big questions that we can call that miscommunication. It's always happening, hoax or something like that. You know? So that is generally we talk about the communication and what we should do, what we should know before our sharing session. I hope you have a little bit fundamental of design process, theory about the fundamental design process, and then BIM concept actually. I think Bu Lia already BIM concept. There is a session about that before.
Yes, but in other lecture.
Oh, in another lecture. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a bit about design thinking, and then the architectural visualizations. Our topic is very simple: the communication design idea. There's only three: hypermodeling as a tool for communication, for communicating design idea, and design prototyping, and how to generate it. But that's only 20%. Just I said before, we more dominate this session with 80% demo actually. So, what is architecture communication? Definition of communication architecture design practice. There's the three parts: as a function and behavior, and as a process, and then as interface. As a function and behavior, a function of communication is to facilitate the achievement of common goals. In other words, communication is a way of influencing relationship between architect and client. And then as process, communication as process because it's its dynamic nature and because it includes the trending of opinions, idea, and goals. And then as an interface, digital technology in architecture has been used through the design process, and computer can generate two-dimensional drawing and three-dimensional volumetric rendering, animation, and also simulation. That would be as interface to communicate an idea. Okay, when we're talking about the architecture communication, there's an architect, there's a client over there, and also designed to be communicated, and then a good methods and also a good tools. So why is so difficult to build or to bring a good conversation or good communication in the architecture design or sharing idea? Yeah, another guy say that is a dog, and another woman say that is a duck. Dog and duck is same word, same letter at first, but it's very different meaning. So that is because the client viewpoint was not really considered. There was not enough communication between stakeholders. And then the second one is design requirements were not sufficiently, and then I'm sorry, this is and then the needs of expressed by client often there's a lack of feedback from the client. I'm sorry, this is a little bit messy in this typing word. Okay. And then there's a thing how to get a better communication, and then hypermodeling best practice, how to do that, and then how to generate design prototypes. So, okay, how to get a better communication to the first of the thing that we must permit the client to feel as though their contribution are valued and involve all the stakeholders. And then the second one is effectively administer changing design requirement, and then employ appropriate and easy to understanding visualization technique. I'm sorry, I think there's something wrong with my presentation here. Let's see. Ah, there you are. I did. Is that good enough to see rather than the full presentations, full screen?
I guess it's better.
Yeah.
The previous one.
Yeah. If I choose the full layout, it's there is a missing
Okay.
letter. Okay.
Okay.
So I recall again, there's a permit the client to feel as though their contribution are valued and involve the stakeholder. And the second one is effectively administer changing design requirements. And the last one is employ appropriate and easy to understanding visualization techniques. Easy to understand visualization technique that will be we discuss more further, and we will continue with a very interactive demo. So there is also behavior should be a component of any communication activity. There's two behavior. The first one is knowledge acquisition. It's about a relationship between the knowledge and experience of designer and client. The second one is knowledge negotiation. This is very important. This is what knowledge negotiation is also known as a sharing. Iterative process contain requirement that must be understood by stakeholder and negotiated. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think you know who's the one, the star architect, drawing this beautiful drawing sketch. Yeah, this is a Frank Gehry, and but it become a very beautiful building. So, what is in the middle process from the sketch like this into the good building? There is a good communication. There is a good deliverable process. There is a good methods. There is a good tools. And even Gehry also have their own technology called the Gehry technology. This is a part of screen capture from their software, so they can convert easily from this sketch into this beautiful building with good communication tools like this. So let's see. I think you already familiar with this step. This is from the RIBA step of sequence of projects, starting from the strategic definitions, preparing and briefing, concept design, spatial coordination, technical design, manufacturing and construction, handover and use. Well, if we try to convert into the our terminology in Indonesia, maybe, or some country, maybe it's same. There is a conceptual design, schematic, and then development, and then also detail. We not talk about the manufacturing and construction, handover and use. We talk in terminology of design planning. So, to make this step successful, we must have very good tools, very good methods to communicate our idea, to communicate, to make good conversation, to make good engage between the architect and client and also stakeholder. We need tools who have a level of interactive. and then good user interface, and also compact information. And the last ones have a user experience, good user experience. So today we already know kind of tools or methods that we've used to deliver our idea and communicated our idea. There is sketch, two-dimensional drawing, and there is a 3D rendering, also 3D animations, and 3D physical models or maquettes, and then hypermodels. Now, what is that? We will see that later. And then there is augmented reality, there's a VR, virtual reality, and there is an interactive game engine base. Eventually, this is commonly used in the end of a process, mostly used by the client to deliver the final product for commercial purpose, like advertisement or to communicate the property product to the customer. And there is also MR or mixed reality. Okay, I think we don't need to much further about the theory. I think you already know more theory than me. So I think let's go to demo, and I hope this demo can give you new insights how the best practice using the hyper modeling as a design communication idea tools. Okay. I changed the servers. Okay. All right. We will use our projects, real project. It's called Arayan Hotel. If you go to Malioboro, it's not far away from Malioboro Street, North PKU, yeah, PKU Hospital. Okay, and from the beginning until the end of this project, I communicate my designs using the hypermodelling produced by the BIM authoring software. Okay, I just use my iPad to communicate my design to the all construction member staff. Okay, let's see the process. Well, does anybody here already try hypermodeling model or produce hypermodeling? Friend from Turkey?
No.
No, not yet. Okay.
I didn't use Archkit.
Oh,
I use Revit.
Revit.
But still I didn't make.
Okay. Please wait a little bit. Second. Okay. Yes. So what is a hypermodel actually? The hypermodel is a combination between three parts. First is a two-dimensional documentation. The second one is the 3D modeling, and the third one is the information. So the three component into ones we call the hyper models. And between two-dimensionals and three-dimensional, we can superimpose, so we can check there is any balancing or not, there's any mistake between the two-dimensionals drawing and the three-dimensionals. And also we can pull, or we can see the information in the model just like just one click. So there's the physical model that we, this is a digital model that we produce in the BIM authoring software architects, but you can use any authoring software. Okay, and then after you have these models, you can export it into the hyper models like this, and you can import it into your devices, and I will show you. Okay. There you are. I use my iPad. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's it. This is hypermodeling that we installed it into the iPad devices, and we can run it like just we play a game. If you like to play CS game, Counter-Strike or something like that, it's very similar. Okay, you can go into the building like this, see surrounding, design, and communicate it with your clients. And also you can try to see what information attached into the model like this. Yeah. This is in Indonesia. Actually, this like facility management asset data. You have a barcode, and then a product description. There is a location, functional area. I'm not fill it yet. Status, manufacturer, and etc. And then there is a criteria of complete. Maybe in Indonesia, say that criteria 300, K 300. It's similar with 24.9 MPa. Yeah, you can see the size or dimensions of the column, 600 millimeters times 500, and the height is about 3,600. Okay, and also let's see. Yeah, you can say another information here. That is a brick wall 1/3. There's a comparison between cements and then sand, double pasted 1/3, and render white coating. You can also attach RGB color for the coating hood. And then we also can see the total area of a model that we click. Okay. And also we can make some presentations like this. There is an entrance, and go to lobby, go to the balcony, And then restaurant meeting room. Go to the room type A, and then go to the room type B, and also go to top sky lounge. Now let's see what the hypermodeling can do. Hypermodeling not only can view the 3D model, that it also can view the two-dimensional. So I will click this one. I choose the floor plan. I choose the level 2, and then there's a two-dimensionals in here, and then we see the superimposed with 3D models. So we have a very clearance perceptions about designs, and also we can check the measurements. Like this, from these nodes into this node. It's about 1.335 meters. You can also interactively pull up the sections part like this. So you can choose which one do you want to see, you want to cut. It's very interactive, and this makes communicating our design with the client more easily. And also if we open the sections drawing, okay, there you are. I also I always communicate my designs especially for the critical part like the MEP, like this. We see there is a flash, and this must be fixed. The alternative of this problem is you have to make it the ceilings more lower, so there's enough place for the pipe until they come out, like that. Okay, that is a hyper model. And if you don't have any device, maybe a supporting device, actually my iPad is very old. It's not supporting the new versions of BIMX. But you can also use the Android smartphone. But now there is there is a web viewer of a hypermodeling's BIMX. Let me show you. Okay. I'll stop share this one. Try to move this. I hope there's no problems with the connection because it's very heavy.
Is it possible to use in Revit also?
Yes.
Oh.
we use a web viewer, so you don't have to install anything in your device. You just install the good browsers. But I'm suggesting you use a Chrome. It's more stable. It's very okay. Let me try to click it. But in this demo, I'm not upload the full model because it's so very heavy. It um, took a long time to loading, so I choose to upload just only 3D structure. Let's see. What you have to do is you just register in the bimxgraphisoft.com, and then you must have the the Graphisoft account, and then you're free to upload your designs.
Irsan?
Yes.
So, sorry, you're not screen sharing yet?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay, sir.
Okay. Ah, there you are.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
You.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, there you are. It's very. Yeah, this is another alternative if you don't have any supporting device yet. Just like me, just like I said before, I also use the very old iPad and not supported anymore in the new BIMX version. But we have a good alternative here. We just need a good browsers and also maybe enough data packaging. I don't know in Turkish what you say. In quota of internet, what is it? So you can access it via a web browser. Just go to the bimxgraphisoft.com, and then you just register yourself using the ArchiCAD account, and then you can upload directly into this portal. So this is a 3D model hypermodeling that I already upload. I also can give it a full screen in here. I think this is very good, smooth enough, yeah.
Yeah, the connection is good enough.
Yeah, I think so. And then as the same function, we can go to two-dimensional like this. Okay. I'm sorry, I just upload the structure drawings because I'm afraid this will take a long time to load full models back to 3D model. Yeah, you can hide, you can pull up the section if you want to see another vertical horizontal sections. Then, and also you can see the informations. But I think there is a little bit I'm sorry, this is okay. I think we skip it. But I think there is some limitations if we use the free account of BIM hypermodeling. The informations that we attach into the models cannot appear fully. So there is kind of like a limitation like that. But I think for visual communication, to communicate our idea interactively, I think this is enough. Yeah. And you can share your design with your client without your client have to install any software, and this is free. But I just remember to you that the feasibility of the free version is public. That means that everybody who have the access into this portal also can download your models. So there's a limitation of the free version of this BIM Hypermodel web publish. Okay. Yeah, I think that is hypermodeling. So the conclusion is the hypermodeling is very hyper model contains three components. At first is the three model itself. I'm sorry, two-dimensional drawing, and then the second one is the 3D models, and the last one is informations attached into the models. Okay. So before we continue our sessions, there is anybody? There is any question?
Yeah, actually, Humaira once asked about the using of Revit into the BIMX. Maybe you can share the workflow or something.
Yeah. Well, actually, Revit itself have a very powerful platform. It's called BIM 360. So you just upload it directly if you have Autodesk BIM 360 account into the platform, and you can view your models in the browser just like the BIMX browser, web browser. That's I show you that. So I think, but maybe you can use another alternative, such as like BIM track or BIM collapse, or maybe what's called it? I forget about the Trimble Connects. So you just upload your model into their portal. Of course, you have to register yourself first, and then you upload into the IFC format, and just like a BIMX web browser, you can see your models interactively. I think like that. But I'm suggest that you, if you Revit user, just use BIM 360. It's very powerful.
Yeah. So yeah, if you use Revit, you can use BIM 360.
Yeah.
Humaira, is there any further question?
I may ask, you said we can add informations to
Yeah.
this model. If, for example, in Revit, when we create a wall, we already say its name. Is it similar with Archicad, or also we add another name?
Oh, you mean we can attach custom information, custom data, like that?
For example, if I draw a wall, I say green wall, for example, and I don't want to write it again for the hypermodel. Do I have to, or I don't know? I don't know this system.
I'm sorry. Can you describe it again? Let me try.
If I want to create a wall, I say green wall, for example, and I can see this name everywhere. If I use Lumion or something like that, and I'm asking, do I have to rename it again for the hypermodel?
So, Humaira, are you asking, is it editable in the hypermodeling?
Yeah.
Can I use the same one?
Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
Yeah,
or,
yeah,
yeah. Please,
yeah.
Kak Irsan.
Yeah, no, in hypermodeling, we cannot edit that information, just like when you export the file into the 3D visualization software like the Lumion or like Twin Motions. The informations cannot be edited, but you can update the live synchronize that information. I will show you. Okay. For the example that I will send this model, maybe this structure, okay, into the Twin Motions. I'm sorry, I share screen right now.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Pak, you've already shared screen.
But I'm forget.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's see.
Like Lumion.
Yeah, it's similar with Lumion, and this is free for student. You can try it. It's very good too.
Yes, yes, a lot of student has already used it.
Ah, that's good. Okay, there you are. And we click this. So there is statistic over there, but we have to do some edits to call the information. I mean, if you update your models in the BIM authoring software, such like this, I try to pull this part. Okay, and I give it information, whatever information here. Maybe I say the ID 01 or kind like that, and then I'm trying to directly. Yes, we can see this is update synchronized live, yeah, and also there's and also the information. So you can use the live synchronous add-ons. It's not only in the ArchiCAD, but it's also in the Revit. There is a live synchron from the BIM authoring software Revit into the Twinmotion, BIM authoring software Revit into the Lumion also. I think like that. So we cannot do some editing in the 3D modeling software, except you use Blender. If you use Blender, you can do that because in the Blender there is some like add-on, we called it Blender IFC. You can attach information into that models or update update the data into the models.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that clear, Ms.
Yeah.
Mayra?
Yeah. Yes.
So that is the hypermodeling. If there's any question?
Any questions, students?
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let me proceed.
Yeah. Let me continue in another samples. This is more interactive. I close it first. Let's see. Okay. Called game engine. Right. Does anybody know about the game engine using for the architectural visualization or any experience use it?
I heard some of students has already used it, but it's a very low percentage of them.
Yeah. Well, actually, this that's door sounds. It's not my room door, but in these demos. So when we look at in this demo, in the upper right, there is a two-dimensional floor plan. It's indicated our positions when we start. So if we move forward, you can see that there is a sound also. Can see that?
Yes, Pak Irsan.
This is very hyper-realistic rendering using the Unreal Engine. So I think this is one of I think this is a good experience for our client if we can bring some kind like this good presentations. Okay, you can turn on the light, turn off, turn on, and then you see the texture over there. Also, you can grab the fruit basket and then drop it. Very interactive. Yeah, I don't know. This is can turn on the TV. Oh yeah, yes, you can turn on the TV. This is from Art Labs guy. They're doing a great job. Okay. There's also another feature called the edit mode. So we can see from the top like this. If our client wants to have another alternative for the wall coating or wall finishing, can use the white coating or maybe just expose white brick or maybe red, green, like that. Okay, I show you some more interactive, still in small scoop housing. Oh no, this is more bigger in macro. So you see that? It's produced
Yes.
by the Unreal Engine, and the model produced from the BIM authoring software. If I'm not wrong, they use the Revit to modeling this area and attach the data into these models. So if we push home, it directly bring us into the main view. And there is also gallery. We can attach a two-dimensional drawing or picture. Maybe even we can attach a video over there. So and we go to the surrounding feature. Just like I said before, mostly they use this presentation for the final purpose, final for a commercial purpose, to give a very compact, a comprehensive explanation for their customer. So just like this, where is a dining spots? There is a Crazy Fire Mongolian Grill for Vietnam, like that. And then you want a shopping, you know where you have to go. And entertainment, this is very macro scales. Education, school, Adam Elementary School, and transportations, like this. Okay, and amenity, integrated amenities in this apartment. There is swimming pool, roof garden, and etc. Okay. And in upper right, we can see the explanation image also. And the interesting thing is, if you are the customer who want to buy this apartment, and you want to find apartment with minimum about 64 meters square. So this color appear available just like criteria you want. A budget also, and then you can check availability, which one already sold, which one reserved, which one available. I think I will try to see the available. There you are. The blue one is indicator for availability of the unit. You want to choose the east side or south. You can see that. 2-bedroom, only this one. Yeah. Okay. So the last one, the feature that we can produce if we use the interactive game engine base. We can also simulate the day and night time like this. So the customer or our clients have a full description about design. This is night visions. You can feel the ambience. Maybe if I think there is a VR version of this demo. It's a more interactively. Okay. Yeah, there you are. Interactive game engine base for communication or design. There's any question before we continue the last chapter of prototyping design?
Any question or respond, guys, please?
Where can we do one, please? I like this. What is the program of name? I don't know. Name of the program.
Unreal Engine, right?
Well, actually, if you want, well, if we architect so many options that we can do as an architect. We can become the 3D artist or become the interactive game engine developer for the presentation or architectural visualization purpose. You want to be a programmer also, but if you want to be you want to produce a representation just what you see like that, you at least you must have knowledge about a 3D modeling. You have knowledge about a BIM is much better, and then your understanding about a little bit programming in the game engine programming. That guy used the C++ to produce the magnificent interactive game engines architectural visualization. I think that's not hard. It's depend on your intentions. You can try it.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Irsan. And then Mas Rian asked about the specification. Okay, the minimum requirements for the computer. Yeah, so Mas Rian said that it looks fast and pricey, quote unquote.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Honestly, I use a minimal requirement to running this interactive game engine, or maybe Hypermodel. Yeah, for Hypermodel, I think you don't need high-end computer specifications. But if you want to running the game engine interactive architectural visualization, you need minimum of graphic video card or GPU is about minimum 8 gigabyte. Well, I suggest that using the RTX versions, because most of game engine right now, they use the ray tracing technology. They not longer, maybe some people still use the baking methods, but right now there is a lot of developer game engine use the ray tracing technology. That is real-time computational ray tracing to compute the lighting, so you don't have to bake anymore. You don't have to render to texture anymore. But that's cost so many RAM and also high-end GPU. So I suggest that you minimum requirement for the GPU is about 8 gigabyte. Physical RAM is about 16 gigabyte. I'm used 32 gigabyte. I've used this 2017 RTX Super for GPU, and my RAM is 32 gigabyte. I still use the i7 3.4 gigahertz. I think just maybe the most important thing is the GPU, I think, because that can bring good experience. If you use a low GPU, that's make a user experience, just like I said before, the user experience, our client is very important. If they don't feel a good experience, they don't want to see your presentation anymore.
Yes, of course. Okay, thank you, Pak Irsan. So the main core is the GPU, right? For the
GPU.
Yeah. So, okay, Mbak Humaira is asking, is it possible to create an online exhibition for everyone?
Online exhibition means that we can collaboration or interactive in that platform, or?
I mean, in online time, we can visit so many museums or something like that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I feel like when you're showing this, I feel like I'm in online exhibition, and I want to visit myself actually. Is it possible for everyone? I don't know.
Yeah, it's very possible. You can do that.
Just we have to download, or I don't know.
Yeah, you have to download it. You go to there's so many platforms that you can choose, but if you want to choose the free versions, you can choose the Unreal Engine. That's free, but you have to prepare a lot of time to download it. It's about 35 or maybe 40 gigabytes itself. Yeah, it took about in my experience about 9 hours to download it until finish. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pak Irsan. It's a very interesting opportunity, right? Maybe Mbak Humaira want to doing some kind of exhibition for the project.
Yeah. And you can invite anybody to your project. There is a feature called the collaboration in Unreal Engine.
Yes.
And then you just make your own dedicated server. It's very easy. as long you have a good connection and you can invite all your member or your faculty member or your friends to give a review for your design. That's very cool.
I need to check on YouTube how to use it.
Yeah. Okay, that is the last one from the hypermodels sessions. So may I continue into to the last sessions prototyping?
Yes,
Okay.
please, Pak Irsan. Thank you.
If there is no any question, I try to continue. So, okay. Yeah, this is the last sessions. It called generate design prototype. I don't know. Professor Ilya said, please attach add-ons about the prototype designs. Well, I will start it from this
Screen sharing.
screens.
Yes, it's not shared yet, the screen.
I'm sorry, I forget. Okay, yeah. Already appear? Yeah.
Yes, Pak Irsan, thank you.
Okay. We go to generate designs, generate design prototypes. Well, I will start it from this screen. I think some of you already familiar with this design thinking. There is a prototype there. We have to make a prototype and then we test it, and the result of the test can generate idea, and then we doing some prototype. This is non-linear process, but for some case this can be overwhelming if we try to do this without just like an infinite loop, never stop it. So there is something, there is alternative that you can do to solve this problem. Well, let's directly to demo. We have a case. There is somebody, some client wants to build hotel and convention center. We just record there is a podium, maximum 2 level, maximum width of the podium is 50 meters, width and length ratio is 1/3, maximum total area 2,000 meters square, and then there is a tower, maximum total area is 6,000 meters square, and all total building height by regulations is about 60 meters. And also there is a parking area. Max total area is 507 meters square. Is suitable for the 30 car. And they give me a very heavy task. Please design building mass concept in just 2 days. And don't forget, Mount Merapi view special for top story level. Wow. You can guess what we will do in the conventional way. What we do will be like this. We use a SketchUp, and then we drawing kind like this, and then we try to pull it, and then for the podium and attach some shape in the bottom of the upper podium, and then you just pull in and that indicated you already make some towers. But you still don't have any clue how to calculate every single of shape that's suitable for the requirement from the clients. It's just a modeling. It's just we cannot talk more further than just a static modeling like that. So, what is the solutions? the solution is like this. I will, I'm sorry, I will change my screen. Can you see it?
Yes, Pak.
Okay. Yeah. Some of you probably already hear about generative designs. Well, what we try to do is we just record our data and we generate our model, and then we evaluate them, and then we can evolve with it. We develop the models. If the models already achieve the criteria of the client, so we can select the alternative of models, and we can communicate with our clients. So let's see. Our client needs hotel and need podium maximum 2 level and extra etc. Then also don't forget Mount Merapi view special for top story level. What I'm do is I'm focus into the goals first, the value first. So
report the anti-age.
I try to put the target, a total parking area in here. I indicated 507 meters square, and then podium floor area 2,000 meters square, and then Mount Merapi in here. I forget. There you are. This the site is in our beloved university. Actually, there you are. If we take a direct line, it's about 11.29 degree for 90 degree of north. Yeah, I'm sorry, 11.25. Yeah, and then tower flow area is about 6,000 meters square. And don't forget, for the maximum building height regulations in millimeter is 60,000 millimeter or 16 meters. So after I set up the goal like this, I'm make sounds of very yeah, you maybe can see that very complicated, but actually this is not complicated. This is just very like a programming visual. This is about algorithm, and then you just put the data, yeah, the data from the Excels like this. So your client can change every time. If he wants the major setback back into the 7,000 or minimum setback into the 3,000, or the parking area maybe capacity they want become 40, so the total area will be increased, and it's connected directly into the system, and then you just make some script like this, and then you make some formula. Of course, this formula generated by very specific algorithm, and then you click the so there is two component actually in the generative evolutionary solver. There is fitness value. I choose the addition of all the value is the minimized. So more smaller is more better. If the total of the result of the formula become 0, that's you have the very perfect fitness, and automatically you can reach the criteria that your client wants. You can see there is a comparison. Target podium floor area from your client is about 2,000, and we generate the design is 2002, so there is just only 2.025 score. It's small, and that's good enough, but not good enough in this distance from road center of podium score. Yeah, it's and then the total parking area is 506 from target 507. Let's see how it's working. So I will set this solver like this, and then you can see in the left one, start solver. Needs a little bit time. And you can see that design generated by himself. You can see like this. We see the yeah, you can see like this is a 506.25 parking area, and he tried our beloved machine friend tried to find the better results to achieve 506.25. Okay, there you are. He tried. Okay, you can imagine that if you use SketchUp, it can took a long of time. Maybe also you don't have you maybe don't get the maximum criteria. But if you use a generative design like this, you just only take a time to make some script and algorithm. If you have experience with programming, it's much better. Okay, there you are. And we see that the smallest score is 3008. Not 0, but I think that is a good enough, and that's give us clear visions about the mass concept. Just only 10 seconds. If you use the SketchUp, maybe you have to do it all night. And then the last one, if you already generate the design, you can send it into the BIM. Let's see. I will change my screen. Okay. All right. I just click one time like this. Oh, still process. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there you are. It appear. So you can you already get your prototype design, and then you just making some adjustments and detailing in here, and then you can send it into the Twinmotion to render it. I think that's a very a simple workflow. Actually, it's very fast. You must try it. It's not difficult. Like this, and then you can put any attachment. Like I like to give some tree like this. many architect like this part. And you can send it into your client. And your client is very happy because the criteria that they wanted, we can achieve it. It just only it's not took a longer time to produce prototyping like this. Yeah, I think like that, Bu Lia. Maybe there is another question about.
Okay, thank you, Pak Irsan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any question or discussion, students, or maybe our colleagues or lecturers, Pak Gali, that's already joining us, and then who else? Maybe Pak Ilya. Pak Ilya.
Very good. Thank you, Pak Irsan.
Yeah. Thank you
for giving us the. That's what I really need to show them how today's architect work. So I think the expectation of this studio is we can do something like that.
Yeah.
But if still problem with the programming with the Rhino or using any softwares or so it is the time to improve ourselves because the future is something like this.
Yeah.
All right. So and part of the engine will help us in one way to the other. So thank you for this inspiration. And I'm really sorry that I couldn't join on time because at home I have a very bad situation with the electricity because it's the shortcut. So I have to manage with the technician. So thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Pulia, also for
you're welcome.
conducting this meeting. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Pak Ilya.
Okay.
Actually, Pak Gali once ever started to use Galapagos. If you'd like to share, Pak Gali, once.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Once
Thank you,
we're
Bulia,
joining
for
in the lab digital.
thank you for the invitation, but unfortunately, I had installed my computer a few months ago, and then I didn't have legal software to be installed again. So I couldn't give the studies that I made like 4 years ago. But yeah, basically this Galapagos fitness generative algorithm, yeah, it's quite powerful that it can help. And I agree with what Pak Irsan said, that it will helps us with the many technical things that it shouldn't be bothered by our sorry if I might say that limited time and mind, but we can help it with the computers. But as maybe I can share some backstories that I made that happened a few weeks ago. Some of the students asked me to give the step-by-step introductions for the grasshopper and rhinos. So I conducted like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago at night, even though it's not for my class, but I will welcome the discussions, and I present the basic informations about the grasshopper and rhino. And the last time information that I got from them that some of them can try with the more specific plugins from the YouTube, and I think that's quite successful, even though I'm just introducing the basic just parameters and the basic discussion. But maybe yeah, I think this workflow, as Pak Irsan said, will become I think in the future we need to we need to give some, I don't know, maybe maybe additional or something tutorials to help the students to producing the design alternatives, because I believe with so many technological advancement, while there is also so many informations in the field, in the site, I think that the computer will help the students or us as an architect to create a better and maybe more sustainable alternatives for our design. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Pak Gali, for sharing the inspiration.
Yeah, maybe the main thing that in my experience, if you want to learn about the generative design, you must love about mathematics first.
Yes,
Yeah, the mathematical notions and
yes.
Yeah, you must love the mathematics. You must love the number, and you just try always kind like what is you call that logic. Yeah, you must love some kind of logic and algorithm. Practice with it. Practice it math. Practice with logic. And if you have any time, this is not the special thing for the IT person anymore. The architect also right now needs to learn about the programming. Especially for if I recommended you just learn about the Python. It's a very powerful language and very easy.
Yes.
And it really help us to design more creatively, more faster, and more accurately, and we can develop it our design maximum in the high level. I think like that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Irsan. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's correct. We have to learn about the programming, at least for Python for architect. Yeah, because it's quite handy, and I think the visualization, or at least the palette they have, is still aesthetic. Yeah, and applicable to architecture. And then few note for what for students who want to learn about 3D printing or rapid prototyping, you have to learn about the Python too, because basically if we want to edit some kind of material or for some kind of technicalities with the 3D printing, we have to learn about the Python.
Yeah,
I think that's all. Thank you, Pak Irsan. It's very interesting.
Okay, you're welcome.
Any other response, students? Oh, Pak Ilya, do you want to add?
Yeah, I will add something. That's why I think the main title of this presentation is communication, and this is actually the quote unquote the last task of architect of being architect, to communicate our ideas to the client, and to many extent and to many cases. We forgot somehow with this step. In our thing, especially to the student, not maybe to the lecturer, that your end product is to communicate with your lecturer. This is not enough. This is not enough. You have to think that you will communicate your idea with the client. And in my view, as a lecturer, it is the task for the lecturer right now to improve the relation within the education of the client side. And from this point of view, the client needs security in terms of their investment, for instance, with the design, and some kind of proof, some kind of visualization. Maybe 10 years ago is enough, but now visualization is not enough. The client needs more information, confirmation between information and the visualization. They they need to make sure themselves that this kind of visualization correspond with certain kind of information that they want to achieve. So this is the hypermodeling works, and I think this is the way we should think right now and also in the future, and not only in the practice. Of course, in the practice we have a client, but also in education itself. So
Yes.
your end product is not for your lecturer, for me, no. But think that that one is for your client. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Pak Ilya. It's very important lesson for us, yeah. Students and lecturers too. Okay, to learn about more communication and to learn about computation thinking, design computational thinking. Okay, students, any respond? I think there's still a lot of us who cannot join this session. It is the maximum participants was 77, so it's quite a lot that are joining this session. But we will upload this presentation, if we may, Pak Irsan, to our YouTube channel so that every students and our lecturers can learn a lot about your presentation and about the workflow for this design communication.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Bulia.
Okay.
Thank you for inspiring presentation.
Okay, thank you,
I
Meira.
like this. Just I asked something and I feel like this was for me.
Thank you for being active, Humaira. And it's still very morning in Turkey.
And I'm waiting for your implementation of this idea into your
Yes.
design.
That's the most important thing.
This is Nes girl, Professor Ilya.
Yeah, humanness.
Yeah.
So
it's very nice idea.
Your project is actually being discussed in the master's level course.
We were going good, I think. We are trying some shapes, something. I believe it will be good.
Okay, thank you, Mayra.
Okay.
So maybe that's a good precedent for all of us that we should elaborate your project to the next level. Students, all of students, hopefully Humaira can stand up precedent for all of us. Okay. If there's no other question or discussion, can we end this?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Bulia.
okay, Pak Gali,
Yeah.
please.
Maybe I can ask some of the students that join me in the discussions at that time. Maybe you can tell your experience, Mbak, or maybe Mas, who maybe already tried this softwares a few weeks ago. Maybe anyone?
Is he or she attending this session, Pak
He
Gali?
or she. There is so many students at that time.
Oh, okay.
Actually, maybe I don't know. For the group teams leader is maybe Mbak Hanifah Estias. Maybe you can share your experience.
Mbak Hanifah Estias is not in this meeting room.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
But maybe it will take time to open the file first.
Okay.
Maybe.
Mbak Hanifah is still opening the file, preparing the file.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you may what is it? Tell us the story first, Pak Gali, about the project that Mbak Hanifah is doing.
Yeah, basically at the time, there's some students who asked me about this particular softwares, and and I welcome the discussions, but maybe I just give the introductions, but later and then I asked and then another day and she and said that they can duplicate from the YouTube's tutorials and can produce some simulations from themselves. But this is just one student, but maybe there's another success story after this. But yeah, what I just contacted with Mbak Hanifah Estias, but basically at that time there is some other students as well, not just one but several students. Yeah, maybe you can speak up with the results, yeah, Mbak and Mas. Maybe it's not directly to the generative algorithm, but basically some of the students have already tried the softwares, and I think there's a good way to simulate the case for the design.
Okay, thank you, Pak Gali. Mbak Hanifah, is there anything to share? You may share your screen right now. I hope it's okay, Pak Irsan.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I think in 15 p.m. I
okay.
have
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's no problem with that.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That should be okay. I'm just tells you that basically this is what is started with the confusion, but later on once you know the basic principles, and then you can be really enjoy this softwares basically. Yeah, but if it's okay if there's no if there's not enough time for that. Thank you very much for the presentation, Pak Irsan, and of course
No
thank
problem.
you for that.
Pak Gali, they can also contact me personally. It's okay, no problem. Or maybe we just make some parametric or generative design group in WhatsApp. It's cool, no problem. We can develop it together. It's a very good topic. It's very cool.
Okay, thank you, Pak Irsan.
Yeah. I'm afraid I have to go, Bu
Okay.
Lia and
Yes.
Professor Ilya, and very exciting and energetic student today. I hope
Yes.
what we share today become new lessons and have benefit and can be developed in next.
Okay, thank you, Pak Irsan,
Yeah.
for giving us insights and inspiration to all the architectural design studio process, and it was a very fruitful discussion. But it's too bad that Pak Irsan have to leave the meeting, and we should have end the discussion, but we can
continue
join in the other session. Thank you for all of the ADS students and for FSMA students too. Okay, let's close this session with Hamdalah, reciting Hamdalah all together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Thank you for all of us who's already joining this session. Hopefully it's fruitful. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Pak Irsan.
Okay, thank you. See you.
Thank you, Pak Ilya.
Thank you, Pak Ilya.
Thank you.
Thank you all of you.
See you again.